Welcome to Cape Breton Movers and Shakers, where we talk with people about good things happening here on Cape Breton Island. I'm Richard Lorway, president of goCapeBreton.com. And with me today is Kat Gouthro and Devon Burke, the co-owners of the new Port City Grocery in downtown Sydney, Nova Scotia. Welcome, guys.
Hey, thanks for having us.
So congratulations on your launch. When did you open?
We opened on Friday, August 6th. So just over a week now we've been in business.
Yeah.
And you getting any sleep? How's it going?
Really?
Yeah, we've been working pretty hard and we've been putting in a lot of hours here, but it's good. It's worth it. We've been putting in a lot of hours before we opened. We did a lot of renovations and things like that. So it's finally good to see things come into fruition and see people in the store. Finally, it's been a long time coming.
Yeah. So are you getting a good response? Are you getting lots of people?
Yeah, we've had a great response. We had a great first weekend. We were super busy, and we've had like a few repeat customers. We really want to build this like community feel. When you walk into the store, we want to know your name and we want people to know who we are. So we are already seeing that happen, which has been awesome to see.
Yeah. Super. So where did, if you had to describe Port City Grocery, like, your elevator pitch, and tell me what that is, and then also tell me, where did this idea come from?
For sure. So I would say that I guess our elevator speech is that we're a small grocery store that's curated. So we have a little bit of everything, but every product in the store is kind of chosen through the eyes of seeing more natural products, more organic products, and more options for people that are a little bit more conscious of finding, I guess, higher quality products in terms of grocery stores. We are almost like just a full section of the health food aisle that you would see at Sobeys or Superstore or any of the other bigger grocery stores. We came up with this idea when we were living in Alberta. We lived there for about 8 years. There was all these little tiny markets that had really cool local products. You'd walk in, it might be something different every week, but there was these new specials coming in and things like that. And when we moved back home to Cape Breton and to start our life here, we kind of missed shopping in that way. So we just wanted to bring it to Charlotte Street. We think that Charlotte Street's a great place to be, and downtown is kind of in a great place right now. And I think this is just what it needs.
Yeah, we kind of lived in an area in Edmonton called White Avenue, where all these little bars, little shops, restaurants, cool markets areas where we kind of think like Charlotte Street can have that same feel.
Right, exactly. So, you love food. You love your foodies. Is that fair?
Yeah,
for sure.
So, and some of the produce or a lot of the produce you sell is locally produced. Is that correct?
Yeah, all the produce is, I'd say 90% is certified organic from a farm up in Port Williams, Taproot Farms, and everything is from Nova Scotia. All our produce.
Excellent. And how has that been working with local producers? Is it easy? Is it challenging?
Yeah, it's been awesome. I mean, there's going to run into issues with like the supply, I guess. So we might not have this item this week. We might have it the next week, kind of thing. But you're always going to have the freshest produce available. Right.
So in a way, the stuff you sell follows the seasons naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So I know there's a lot of talk these days about food security and regional food security and being more self-reliant. And does that factor into your thinking?
It does, for sure. I think because we're small, we're about 2,000 square feet. We have 2 grocery aisles and 3 fridges. We have 2 fridges and a freezer. And when we're putting in our orders, we put in our orders weekly. So we really want to limit our waste within the community, and we keep our inventory down. So we might sell out of an item, but we're in the mindset where we'd rather sell out of an item instead of throwing an entire fridge out of produce that we can't use or no one else can use. I mean, down the road, we're hoping to collaborate with places like the Food Hub and the Good Food Bus and the Food Bank, but that's definitely top of mind. But we're just trying to kind of cross one bridge at a time, get open and operating first, and then hopefully be able to give back to the community within the next few months.
Gotcha. Well, I've already expressed my preference for bulk come out of olives. Just putting that in there. I know we don't produce them locally, but
No,
I don't think
for
you can.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Super. So when I was growing up, we had Miles IGA downtown, and you guys aren't old enough to remember that, I suspect.
Quite a few people mentioned that too,
Yeah.
so they get, yeah.
But there was David's. David's had 2 or 3 grocery stores, the David
Right.
brothers, and there were others. There was an IGA up on Rockdale Avenue in Sydney, in the middle of seemingly a neighborhood, right? And so, and when the big, as the grocery industry kind of amalgamated or concentrated in 2 major players, really, all those family-run stores kind of went the way of the dodo. Do you see do you feel like this is kind of reversing that trend a bit, or is what you're doing more common in other centers, I guess?
I think it's a bit of both. I think if you go into other cities, even Halifax, there's quite a few little smaller grocery stores already there that have been established for years. But I think, like anything, history kind of repeats itself, and what is old is now new. So we get a lot of people coming in and saying, like, I feel like I'm shopping that I like 20 years ago when I would go into those family-owned shopping centers or grocery stores, and that's definitely something that we want to bring. And I think it's a trend that's going back, where people want to know where they're getting their food. They're much more interested in who they're buying from and who they're supporting. So yeah, I think that we kind of fit into that niche of, like I said earlier, that community of coming in and people knowing who you are and knowing what you like and being able to order things in, especially, and things like that. So,
and and it opens up a lot of options for like some local people to sell their products in our store. We're not like a Sobeys where we need to buy so much product. Like, we can have smaller businesses on our shelves. So it's kind of nice in that way as well.
So you're open to other potential suppliers approaching you and saying,
like anybody local, feel free to contact us if you have any products you'd like to see in the store.
Gotcha. Okay. So do you see this as being, Port City Grocery has a feel of a bigger brand, frankly? Are you going to, do you see down the road that you might be expanding locations?
I mean,
too soon?
Yeah, that's the dream. Obviously, I think when anyone starts a business, they would love, it's a small little seed right now. We would love to see it grow and become bigger and be able to serve more people and serve more locations. And but I think in terms of that, we always want to keep this small feel. Like, if we were to grow into another store or go into another location or even another city, we would love to keep, I think a huge part of our brand is this personal and intimate customer experience that we're trying to create in the store.
Excellent. So you referenced Charlotte Street. You feel like you're in a good location, like the story of Charlotte Street is changing. Can you talk a bit about that?
Sure. We do. When we started the store, like when we came up with the idea and kind of it started brewing, we knew that we wanted to be downtown. I think that was super important to us. And then ideally we wanted to be on Charlotte Street. Charlotte Street just has this really cool feel, and people are starting to walk around a little bit more. Businesses are popping up all the time, and it's kind of become the place to do some shopping. I know a lot of people shopped quite a bit here last Christmas and the Christmas before, and kind of put a lot of their money into the local downtown area. So there isn't a grocery store close by, so that in terms is great for us, but also we wanted to be part of this downtown community and part of the great businesses that are here. So
excellent. Okay, I guess I don't have any more questions. Do you have anything that you want to add?
No, I don't think. I think that was good. Good questions. Yeah.
Okay, super. Great. Okay, so here's kind of one we're doing with people now. If you had one piece of advice you wanted to give to younger entrepreneurs considering starting a business, in CBRM, based upon what you know now, what would that piece of advice be? That's kind of putting you on the spot, but I.
Yeah, no, that's a good thing. Like, I would say you just have to go for it. Like, we've had so many ideas and we thought about so many different things, and then we just Kat actually came up with this idea, and then I thought it was amazing, so we just went for it. And there's a lot of great organizations to help you, like Cape Breton Partnership, There's some business development down here, and there was so many people to help us out. Like even when we were looking for a place to lease.
Yeah. I think you're never going to feel 100% ready, and there's always someone to ask a question to. So I think if you're thinking of opening a business, don't wait until you feel 100% ready, because we're already open and we still don't feel 100% ready, you know, to take on some things, but we're just growing and learning, and every day is different. And then also reaching out to all the great people that are available. Like we spoke to so many people that helped us along the way, like Deb said, and there's a lot of resources there for people that may be thinking about starting something.
Yeah.
All righty. Well, listen, I wish you all the best. I'm excited by what you're doing, and I hope other people are too.
Thank you.
Okay, thanks for your time today. That was Kat Gouthro and Devon Burke, co-owners of the new Port City Grocery in downtown Sydney, Nova Scotia. And we'll see you next time on Cape Breton Movers and Shakers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.